Okay. Hey, this is Amani Sawari, and I'm coming at y'all with another commentary on the couples on Love After Lockup Season 3, and we're talking about episodes 42 and 43. The incense is still burning from the last talk. Cheers. We got Clarence here. Keeping the peace. And we're going to be talking about Deonte and Nicole, okay? We just have to. I'm doing like this week different, just talking about like one couple at a time. And I'm not sure if I already pre-recorded an episode talking about Deonte and Nicole and comparing them with another couple. But episode 43 just came out, so we're going to talk about them again. Because in the episode when Nicole was getting ready, and that dress was cute, okay? That dress was really cute. I love the way that it was cut out in the front. It really flattered her shape. The red looked nice. It was like, whoa, where is she going? She is going to go see somebody that she cares about, that she wants tonight. And the first person that popped up into my head was Tia. No lie. I was sitting next to my husband on the couch, and I said it. I was like, she's going to go see Tia. And we kind of saw like snippet in the last episode when it was teasing us about what was going to happen. And we saw Tia like, falling this table. I'm not usually this direction, and I talk with my arms, so this is new camera angles, and I have to get used to this arm just being a little not talking so loud. Okay, or just change my direction next go around. So we see in the snippets from the last episode Tia falling down into the bed with someone who looks male. And we don't see them at all. We just see the like type of clothes that they're wearing, because like they're like over Tia, and Tia's facing us, underneath them as they're falling downward. So we don't see their face. We don't really see their body shape. We just see them wearing like dark male clothes. And that didn't even really register with me when I saw Tia going out. We know that Tia is talking to Deonte. We know that she's talking to her ex-boyfriend. We know that she's talking to Tia. She's entertaining a lot of different people. Her mother said in the last episode, she was like, Deonte seems like a nice guy, but I know Nicole isn't serious about him. She's not serious about anyone. She doesn't know how to care about people. She doesn't understand. And I dug her stepmom, because her mom didn't really, like, she told the camera this, but she didn't really get with Nicole and get at her. Of course, we didn't see it if it happened, but we saw the stepmom really break it down. Like, this man spent a lot of money on you. We saw the shoes, we saw the purses, we saw the watches, we saw your phone that we didn't buy, that we didn't pay for. We saw the stacks of money that you don't have a job to withdraw from any bank account. Okay, do you even have a bank account? Like, you don't have any of this stuff set up. You've only been out a couple of weeks. This man invested all of this to you, and you are using him. Like, her stepmom called her out heavy, and I'm so glad that she did, because you can tell that Nicole does not respect Deonte. But when you are leaving a hostile, violent environment where people don't respect you, the people around you don't respect you, the guards don't respect you, nobody treats you with any human decency, it's hard to build that up within yourself to come out and give that to other people. So again, I am not advocating for Nicole, treating Deonte the way that she is, but I'm spinning the coin all the way around, letting you guys know what's on all the sides, because this is why Nicole treats Deonte like this. And she's been in prison, she's young. She's still young. She went in when she was young for robbery, and she's out. It's been like, I think 5 years. It hasn't been a super long time, but of course 5 years is a long time. 1 year is a long time for anyone to be in a cage, to be in confinement. So I'm not reducing the amount of time that she spent incarcerated, but in comparison to like the men that we see on this episode, Nicole has not spent that much time in prison in relationship to them. However, it still had an impact on her socially, and she is just ready to like, and a lot of people feel this way, like they want to come out and just do everything, because it's just been so long since they've been able to do anything. They want to date everyone, they want to be everywhere, they want to eat, try everything. I've been told by people like that their stomach was messed up when they got out, just from transitioning to like real food and trying different like cuisines that they hadn't had in so long. Like, imagine the toll that takes on like your intestines, your whole system that's been used to eating the same slop every single day of the week. I'm just saying, like, if you got cat head Tuesdays, yes, that is a meal that is prepared. I'm not going to go into what cat head is, but it's a lump of meat, I'll tell you that. And it is, the people in prison call it cat head. I'll say that about it. But when you're seeing cat head Tuesday, pizza Wednesday, sloppy joe Thursday, you know, every day of the week it's the same thing. Then once you get out and there's like a whole bunch of different foods and you try it, your system has to adjust. And people got sick that I knew. And then like just the awe of like all the selections on menus and in stores. Like, there are 3 different toothpastes to choose from in the secure pack. Okay, there's, you know, 4 different soaps. There's, you know, 5 types of chips. You know, it's not this whole aisle of stuff. Like, you just get sensory overload in so many ways when you first get out. And I think that Nicole is having, you know, romantic sensory overload. Like, and it seems like she's enjoying it, but she is really spiraling, in my opinion, because now she's got a rift in her relationship with Deonte. Last episode, after he took her to his house to meet his mama, they got into it, okay, because she found his toy under her bed while she was on the phone with Tia talking to her, you know, poop talking Deonte to her. Deonte's overhearing it, and this is before mom even comes. And then when she comes, she just rips Nicole to shreds. Like, you don't love my son, you don't care about my son. She can see it on Nicole. Like, you're a liar. You're here to use him, and I ain't having it. I ain't having it without at least a fight. That's where mama was at with it. And so after that date, which was pivotal, at least for Deonte, Nicole has her ex pull up on her right after she's wearing the same fit, and she jumps into the ex's car, and Deonte hadn't left yet. So he caught her in that, throws all the shit he bought her, you know, all over the street, all over the road, teddy bears, chocolates, lingeries, all these things scattered out all over the road. Ex-boyfriend is like, this is crazy, but this is entertaining. Oh, and then Nicole's just like, she's like, I can't believe this is happening to me. But really, you can't. Dude hasn't even pulled down the street. And I know she ain't seen him because he, you know, he actually intended to try to sneak on her because he saw that she didn't go all the way in the house. He wanted to make sure she went all the way in the house. So she ain't go all the way in the house. Ain't even, you know, brush his saliva out her mouth. She didn't even brush her teeth, okay? She just sat on the porch and texted old dude to come get her. And he pulled up, and of course Deonte pulled around and noticed it. And is a fool. So coming up off of that, Deonte is insecure now about their, you know, relational strength. Okay? She goes on a date with somebody else, okay? And I predict it's Tia, and we get to the restaurant. Who do we see but Tia? And I know a lot of people were shocked. They didn't expect Tia to look so rugged, okay? That's the best word I can describe. Rugged and experienced, okay? And she looked like she could have a good time, you know. They was, you know, really relating and going back and forth. And I could just imagine, you know, in some states, Nicole and Deonte in Virginia, in some states, people in prison cannot write letters to one another if they're both incarcerated. In some states, in the same way, when you get out, you can't talk to people who are also on parole or formerly incarcerated. And it sucks, like how these are the people who you've built relationship with and grown with and formed bonds with over the years, sometimes decades, that you've been behind the wall, and now you're completely cut off from that community. A lot of people, make JPays and stuff and still communicate with their people on the inside. And it's crazy how you could be free from that system and still tied to it, like still financially tied to it. Like instead of them, using the money that they earn when they finally get a job, or the money that their family gives them out of generosity, or, congratulating them from being out, if they have a coming home party, people get paid when they had a coming home parties, they get good gifts, stuff like that. So the money is now being used for you because you feel the weight of freedom. Now you're out and you're still paying to talk to people on the same phone that you were forced to pay for. Now you're choosing because you want to support those people. It's just like, just think about that. It's not, bad. It's beautiful to see people stay connected and plugged in and continue to advocate and support. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just look at, like, you're not truly free. Like, there's so many ties, not only with, your ankle monitor, your probation officer, but the former relationships that you had, you still paying for the phone, still paying for the emails, still having to use that mental energy, that and if you even, after all of that, because you can't go on visitation and come back to the prison and visit somebody while you're on parole, but after those 2 years or however long it is, in some states they renew it, so you have to check in. It's not like a defined period of time, like it's based upon like your type of crime that you were sentenced for, convicted for, and stuff like that. So it could be like 4 years, or it can just go on and on. Kentucky is one of those states where you never really know, so it's hard to still be connected in those ways. So let me look at my notes for Anissa and Jeff. So yeah, Jeff's on 24-hour confinement. Oh, sorry. We are not talking about them. We're talking more about Nicole. Oh, something that I thought about. Oh my God, that was so funny. My husband said this. He said that Deonte is the Caesar of Love After Lockup. What do you guys think about that? Is Deonte the Caesar of Love After Lockup? We got Zach, we got Tia, we got Caesar, we got Maria. Okay. So and the whole like sensory overload thing is something that Nicole talks about in the episode 2. She's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I want everything that comes my way. I was so used to the simple life, not having any choices, the lack of choice of being in prison, that now finally getting to be out and making choices, and I just want everything. And it's just like, ugh, girl. But it's okay. She is going to get out of romantic sensory overload soon once she begins to feel herself and really settle within herself more and be more confident in who she is, and have other types of goals, have other things to do, work that she loves, like getting into some form of employment that she enjoys. All these things will help her, and she'll get there. And it seems like her mom has like kind of given up hope, but her stepmom is so hopeful. I think it's the lack of time that she spent raising Nicole. I don't know who to side with on that. And Deonte is still hopeful. For some reason, I thought he was going to be done after that, but we see in teasers that they do not end the way we expect. Alright, y'all. So I'm going to just cut it off there. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary of the couples. I'll see you on the next one.